This is a Blooming Good Time podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to A Blooming Good Time. I'm Riley.
And I'm Emma.
And I'm Beth.
I'm getting, attacked by my own mother. Mid-song.
Out.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
Didn't know.
Your dance moves are getting too
Wolverine
intense.
is coming out. Mommarine.
Oh, my goodness. No.
That's bad. Anyway,
Moving on past that.
Happy podcast day, everyone. Yay!
Yay! I feel like we're totally rusty still.
Well, to be fair, we're so used to being podcast. Like before we left for Australia, I feel like we were just ramming them out, and now I don't know how to do this
We
anymore.
do it once a week, and every week we kind of forget. We're like, whoa.
I know. I have to edit and put it up today. It's gonna be a good time, guys. This is fresh. So
Yeah.
happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. It is. Also, we've had crazy weeks coming up to this. So we have a lot to update you guys on and a lot to just talk about.
That's pretty much what this
Catch up.
episode is just an update and what's happening in our lives on the farm and what's coming up and nothing super educational, just us a little chitty chat.
I mean, it kind of is. If you ever want to be a flower farmer or a florist, we're going to talk about Mother's Day week and why it's the most crazy weeks, I should say, because I feel like the week before and the week after Mother's Day are big weeks in the floral world. And that's kind of going to be the focus.
I have never been so done with a week of work as I was this last week. I thought I was going to lose my mind every second of every day.
Really excited when I was driving home.
I don't have to come back. Crazy week. It was every single, you thought you were done with an order, and then the people would order more as they're picking up. I think, how many bouquets would you estimate we sent out the door this last week? Because it was outrageous, I will say.
Probably close to 400 if you're not. I mean, that was just wrap bouquets.
Yeah.
We're 400. I don't know. You did all the arrangements.
I probably did at least 20.
Yeah.
I would say. Arrangements.
Yeah.
And then delivered.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. But I think too it's because we have only a certain amount of flowers on the farm. It literally was freezing until a week ago.
Yeah.
Here
on the
last
farm,
year
right?
we
had peonies, and then this year it's now we're gonna have them probably by this upcoming weekend, but it's
a
just
week late.
It's a weird time, guys.
You want to know what the motto was last week? Everyone was saying, loaves and fishes. Loaves and fishes. Because we didn't know if we could have enough flowers.
We always do, but I sometimes look at the field or the greenhouse in this case and just be snapdragons, are we going to have enough? Oh, guess what? We have 10 stems. The anemones with the hot weather, not anemones, but ranunculus for sure, just start to fizzle. I mean, they do not like it. Thankfully, we have that wall of sweet peas, which is looking fabulous, Emma, by the way. That wall of sweet peas kind of shields the second succession planting of our ranunculus.
Gives it a little shade.
Yeah, so those actually were surprising.
We need to do that again.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was a good plan.
It was.
It wasn't a plan, but it just
happened.
happened.
It happened. And that's how you learn things. Yeah. But yeah, so you had to go up to the market a bunch of times, didn't you?
3 times throughout the week, and every single time I went, I saw the exact same people, the same florists were also there, and I'm like, wow, this is a week from hell, let me tell you. I had to drive to Portland so many times. But worth it. I think we did really well this Mother's Day weekend, or week, lifetime.
Yeah, so we drive up to Portland when we don't have quite enough flowers, or it is the beginning of the season. So
Oh, and then we had an engagement party to do too.
I think that
on
was
top of it.
Yeah, and that turned out
Also a
absolutely
surprise
stunning.
pop-up that was last minute that we did, and we sold everything, which was also shocking. I literally didn't think we were gonna sell anything. And we
sold
did.
everything.
It turned out really well, actually.
We took some of the hanging baskets. Oh, the farm stand was open, and then we also had a little class. The mom and me class was so cute. Turned out really, really well.
I had one panic attack. Yay for me. Pat on the back for only having
one, and we did good.
And it was just Emma, so it was there, and I'm like, and she's like, stop. And I'm like, I need food. And she's like, go eat. And I'm like, I can't.
And I was like, that's dumb.
So dumb.
Every time I come back, have you eaten yet? Have you eaten yet?
Like,
Go eat.
Get in such a focus mode.
I know. It was a stressful day. I think it was Friday or Thursday. Can't remember. Oh, it was Friday. And it's like all of us get overwhelmed with stuff, and you're like, how am I going to finish this? And then sometimes you're like, you do it, and it turns out great.
Yeah.
It usually always happens. It always turns out great.
So somebody asked me a question the other day.
Sorry. I remember you also had a book signing. What the heck was this week? There's so many things that happened.
Riley, you're not going to burst. I love that. Okay. Yes, I had a book signing. But somebody asked me the other day about going to the market and how we fill in our flowers. Like, there was somebody, she's a kind of a new flower farmer florist. And she's like, I want to extend the season, which means, or extend what her offerings throughout the full year.
Yeah.
How do you guys do it, keeping your slow flowers kind of, ideas basically of trying to go as local as possible? And how do you keep that so that your customers know like what you're actually, selling is in line with their values? And so I haven't emailed her back, but I text Riley, remind me to email her.
You need to email her.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to do
This
that.
is my reminder
I have
for
so
you.
much to do in the computer
You'll get
today.
it twice if you listen to the podcast.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
Because I might just need it.
We'll just put all of our reminders on podcasts.
Yeah,
and if
then
we
you can,
re-listen.
like-
And then our viewers can
Right.
It's like a year later. Oh, right!
Dang it! I didn't do that. So anyways, I basically, for like you going up to the market so many times, there's where we live in this amazing area for growing flowers. And so we call it the middle market. There's markets on either side, which bring in flowers from Australia, California, mostly local, the Netherlands, down South America. So they bring in flowers from all over. And then there's the middle market, which is all local growers. So a lot of them, when you've done this enough, you kind of know which each grower has. Some of them are bigger and they have like heated greenhouses, and then others are smaller and, don't have any product in the wintertime. But we just have like, what is it on our list? Like if we're buying from a big wholesaler that are on either side of this middle market. Does that make sense? Oh my gosh, I feel like I need to draw a picture.
No.
You're good. It makes sense.
Okay. So we just have a preference of having locally grown United States flowers. So that's kind of how we go around it. It doesn't mean that we always use flowers that are
Sometimes it's just like you have to be like
a little flexible.
realistic.
Well,
I would say.
Even talking to Deborah, who started Slow Flowers, she said that local florists can't actually take on the full brunt of the need that's out there.
The local farmers.
growers.
Local farmers, yes,
Okay.
growers. They cannot provide enough. So you get as much local as you can, and then sometimes you do need to buy things that are from out of country.
Yeah.
And that's what we do, but we try to keep things as local as possible. And since we are a flower farm, we do get to grow most of our own things.
Yeah, and a lot. I think every single event we do, there's always parts of it that come from our farm.
Yeah.
Always. Or things that we
Exactly.
foraged for. So, and we make that very clear to our clients.
Yeah.
crazy week last week.
Yeah, it was. But
Also-
I was glad. I mean, most of it came from our farm and
Yeah.
local farms as well. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
I just wanted to talk about the driving situation because you had to drive a lot and you were like, what is wrong with drivers? And then I went into like 45 minutes away and I was like, had this deep gut feeling like I was going to get in a wreck the whole time, which terrified me. I was like,
I'm going to die. This is the moment.
Like just
The
when I
day.
left, I was like, I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
I don't know
No,
what
I
it was.
I had that
like,
same thing.
icky feeling.
Yeah.
So the whole time I was literally like praying. I was like,
Dear Lord.
please, Lord, protect me, keep me safe. And so driving down, we always get onto this freeway. It's close to us, and it takes us all the way through Salem. And it's a little sketch, but I don't know what it was about this day. Maybe it's close to Mother's Day. Maybe it's because it's nice out. I don't know, but people were angry. You'd think they'd be happy, or maybe they were just excited to get home. I don't know. But everyone was driving so recklessly, and we're trying to make deliveries. We're trying to get back on time.
Trying to keep the flowers
Trying to
upright.
keep the flowers alive, not dying in the heat of our car. And yeah, there was like these 3 people driving next to me and like crazy. I got out of their way because I was like, I don't like this. I'm not about it.
Were you on
guys
the
are gonna
big
get
2-lane highway?
yeah, and
Or 4-lane highway, I guess.
yeah. I'm like 2 lane.
It's actually 5 lanes if you count the center lane.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Just saying.
Technically, you're right, correct. But so these guys passed me super fast. They're all fighting who to get in front of. Like, what are you doing? And then I come up to them on the bridge, and they've all hit each other. And I was like,
Seriously, right.
I didn't say anything. I don't know. I was like, you know what? That's what happens.
I'm not judging.
No.
And then I almost get hit as a pedestrian. Like I'm trying to cross the road and someone doesn't look and they almost hit me. And I was like,
Ew.
and then I'm driving on the way back and I'm on the inside lane and someone on the outside lane decides, oh, I forgot to get on the inside lane and turn. I'm just going to whip in front of her as I'm driving. He just whips in front of me and just turns. And I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, I don't usually have road rage, but that moment I was like, I could have died!
You're only thinking of
Just
yourself.
Everyone was just doing stupid things, getting in and out, driving so fast. And I was like, what is it about today or
Don't
this
know.
week?
I just think in general the whole world has like I think well I was telling my husband because after I went out and did stuff and I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, I came
Emma's
back
right.
ranting to them, like, what's wrong with people?
And then I just feel like I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go on a rant for a second,
Go
Riley.
for it.
Sorry.
You go.
But thank you. Okay, so everybody has like their phone, their computer, and all these things, and everything's on fast. You know, you want it gets there, and I think that people get bored in their cars because it's not like instant. I'm there or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is my theory. It's just a theory.
I've thought of this as well.
But I'm thinking that. I mean, because there's times where I'm in the car and I used to love driving, going, doing, and I'm driving and I'm like, I'm kind of bored. Like, you want to get your phone out and look at it or do something. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put music on. And I'm just like, no.
I mean, I always have music on.
I can't drive with
Well,
that
my
music.
car is so old that it
Our
doesn't
friends
always
make
have
fun of us
music
for
on.
that. Can't you just have silence for once? We're like, no. Sorry, I have good taste.
I know. I think the difference is, though, like, would you ever take the long way because it's pretty? Right? Like that mentality.
Yeah.
I personally love driving.
I know.
do too.
All through like lockdown in 2020, all I did was like drive around and like didn't have a GPS on or anything. I would just like find old roads and go super
Yeah,
far
and you
and
would
like
sing.
everywhere. Yeah, just like jam to music and like windows down. It's summertime, and then I would GPS home.
I just want to tell people. I just want to tell people, like, calm down. Like, look around you. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's almost Mother's Day. It's going to be, like, the best weekend ever. And, like, you're going to get where you're going to go, okay?
You're going to get there.
Just
I
calm
agree.
down.
Take a deep breath. Drive gently. You're just, the goal
Just
is
drive
to get
normally.
there in one piece.
Like, just
Be a normal person.
normal.
like you don't have to be in front. Like,
don't
what
need-
the heck is with that? Like, why do you need to be in front?
yeah, I don't know.
It's like,
Men.
okay. I wasn't going to say that, Riley.
well,
We were all thinking it.
There are some women.
Specifically, Dodge Drag Race.
Stop. Okay.
it's true.
It's
just
true.
a thing.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, but like, maybe we should move on.
We should.
We should actually.
Keep going, okay.
So we're going to talk about this week. So
Yes.
it's the week after Mother's Day. And so we helped Riley's, like, area, which is the floral
design.
shop, the
Hey.
design. And now Riley's going to help me with my area. And Beth always helps both of us. So she's, like,
I'm
in
trying
charge
to
of all.
take today off.
Oh, yeah.
It's Braden's birthday. He's
So she
making a
looks
cake.
so cute.
Yeah, it is.
I actually put makeup on.
You actually look nice. You
I
always look
cleaned
nice,
up.
Mommy.
Yeah. So big things are happening this week, such as
Give us the satches.
planting everything.
Oh, you guys.
We are planting everything, and especially the dahlias. Dahlias need to get in yesterday.
Oh,
Yes.
you guys, it always creeps up on me. The dahlia, where we're putting the dahlias this year, I feel like I'm always waiting for somebody to till for me. I don't have a tractor, so.
Did somebody till for us?
Yes, but part of it is that our land is very wet, so we have to wait a little bit. And I get really anxious because I think sometimes you see on Instagram there's people that have like tons of flowers in the ground, or all their dahlias are sprouting and up 6 feet or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But you kind of get a little bit like panicky. So this time of year, I definitely do not go on Instagram because it's just stupid, because there's people
get
that
it
live
when
in
you get
other
it.
areas and have different soil types. Like my dahlias don't just come out of the ground just gorgeously
they
when
do
you dig
not.
them in fall. It's like there's a lump of brick around it and you have to chisel it off to get them out, and it just is like work. And so we don't plant very many, but
This year we're not planting very many.
yeah, last year.
Last year we got
yeah, we did. So anyways, that's kind of like, well, you just do what's best for your farm
yeah.
and what works for your lifestyle. And guess what? It's just like driving. They're going to have flowers, not
Yeah.
but you're going to get where you're going to go.
Yeah,
Does that make
exactly.
sense? You're going to have flowers no matter what. So
Yeah, exactly. I also wanted to talk about, because sometimes we have these huge jobs and we like to have some people help us occasionally. So like my sister's coming on Thursday to help us out with the dahlias, and like maybe a few other people might come and help. We have another gal that comes and helps. So it's not like it's all on us, because that's
Yeah.
really overwhelming. And a lot of it we do by ourselves, but we don't want to die.
Yeah.
we don't. We do
That's-
not.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'd like to have my back be okay.
That would be grand.
So I did want to talk a little bit about that, just because I think people can watch our Instagram and it looks so pretty and magical, and especially if you're a farmer and you know how much work it is, you're like, well, how are they getting all that done?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they just do it by themselves every day? Like, what are they, magical creatures who just have endless energy? No.
I
we
have
need help.
no energy ever. I don't. It doesn't come back. It's like gone.
Okay, so I'm opposite. So I do have a lot of energy, and
Stressful.
I can. For you, because you're like, I should be doing something. No, but I've always been like that. Like I can just go, and I think, I don't know. I like to work hard. It makes me feel good, and it's just like going to the gym. Sometimes you love going to the gym because it makes you feel good when you leave.
Yeah.
But I'm like that every day, and a lot of my family is.
They are.
You guys are not.
No, I did not get that trait.
No,
I
neither did Riley.
wish I did. But I mean, even if you have boundless energy, there's only so much you could do in the day. I mean, you're the owner of the business, and there's only so much I could do, and there's only so much she can do. And so sometimes we have these huge projects that need to get done. And then, call up my sister. I'm like, hey, want to spend the night? Want to work all day with me?
We'll be like, we'll make you food.
We'll make you food.
Let's bribe them.
She's like, I guess. No, she's actually really excited.
No, she works really hard.
Yeah, my sister is...
She's a beast.
Yeah. She is a beast.
And our other gal, Emily, is gone for 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyways, I was going to say something really smart about what you just said. I can't think of it. Oh, and you
lost it? Was it about it looking really nice? I know you wanted to talk about. Like, it looks really nice on the farm, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's about to pop. I'm really excited.
Okay.
We talk about peonies coming.
Yes. So, I think, too, talking back about Instagram and what people see, and, obviously people just show what is the most beautiful. It's kind of like show and tell.
Yeah.
You only took whatever it was to school to show people what you wanted them to see, right?
Yeah.
Instagram's like that, and that's why we started doing YouTube, which if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel...
It's raw.
It's real.
Don't watch it.
It's very raw.
Well, I mean...
No, I did it on purpose so that it would show the more negative, or not negative, but just...
realistic.
The realistic side of what we do, because it's not perfect. A picture or some sort of, reel or something like that, you can snip it apart to not show everything, or... Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the aspect of YouTube for that reason. But anyways, we're learning.
It is fun, and it's I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, it's like stop laughing.
I'm sorry.
I know my goldfish brain. I have it now. It's bad.
I just remembered what I was gonna say, so don't feel bad. Keep going,
Okay.
and I might lose it.
Oh, don't lose it. Maybe write it down. No, I was just gonna say about YouTube is that it's really fun. Like, it shows the fun side of it as well. Because, I mean, we always usually look like a hobo. And
Except for on podcast days.
it's funny. Well, yeah, not always. Sometimes not. Because we're videoing now.
We have to look okay.
Okay. Not great. But, yeah. At least we're not, like, you don't have your monk hoodie on.
I could. It's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
But that is the fun part of YouTube, I think.
Yeah,
We all look at it and really cringe. We're like, God, no one told me I look that bad, but it's fine.
No, that's
it is what it is.
It is what it is, and it is real. It's very real. Oh, okay. So this is what I was going to say that I almost forgot and had to re-pick it back up. Here in the Northwest, literally this morning, I get up at 4 o'clock. I leave the house at 5 to go to the gym. It's already, I'm like,
it's already light out?
Yeah.
I could be working. And in fact, this literally crossed my mind. Tomorrow.
Make it start waking up at 5.
I know. I'm like, I know where this is going.
Tomorrow. No. I don't want you guys to wake up that early. Tomorrow, I'm going to be out in the gardens at 5 o'clock because I don't have my class at gym. I'm going to be out there just enjoying the morning, and the sun is already up. But here in the Northwest, I mean, pretty soon in June, it's going to be light until 10 o'clock at night, and the sun is up at 4:30. It's like huge opportunity for us to work all day long.
I know, it is weird. Well, we've been forgetting that we're done. And Beth's like, it's been forever. Why are you still working? And I'm like, what time is it?
I know, because, I mean, especially on beautiful, nice days, you can just go all day. And part of it is that we love what we do. It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
You get into it.
Yeah, I love what I do. What do you mean? Why are you looking at me?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely get into, like, a group, especially when I have super early mornings. Then I'm just like, I feel like I can go forever. But, like, when I'm going to, like, market and then I come back, and then
that's hard.
But that feels like 2 different days.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like I've worked that long.
Yeah.
Yes. The other night, Mother's Day. I'm going to talk about Mother's Day for a second.
Talk about Mother's Day.
We're back. We're back.
We're bringing it full circle.
Full circle. And then we're going to close. We're going to have the perfect closing.
Yes.
Okay. No, Mother's Day was really cool. We didn't do much. I actually had to work. So did you guys.
Yeah, but it's okay.
But my
I
husband
thought she
made
was so mad at me all day long, and I'm like, what did I do? Happy movies day.
No, I think sometimes I do. Just there's times when you kind of resent your job because you always have to work. And
yeah.
I don't think this is the point you were trying to go at. So if you need to just,
No.
you can scratch it, and then we can pin it. We'll conflict
Come
with that
full
later
circle to it.
off camera.
Let's do
No,
that.
you get kind of like miffy that you can't ever take a break.
I
So
get that.
today I'm trying to take a break, which I knew that was coming. So now I'm all good. But in the moment, but what was really cool is Jason made a really good meal, and
delicious.
yeah, it was really yummy. And then the kids, I told them I was going to go out into the veg garden and work because it was super hot. It was almost 100 degrees. Everything was wilting, melting. I had to be out with watering, and we just had to between all of us, we were just like going. And it finally cooled down, and we went out, and we all worked in the veg garden together as a family.
Mm-hmm.
And Riley sang, which is one of my favorite things. You sounded so amazing. She's in the yurt, so Emma's home with her mom.
Cringe.
No. I was letting the cat out on the front porch, and Jason's like, who's singing? And I'm like,
Who
I
else?
Who else?
I'm like,
The hills are alive.
Okay, so what were you singing?
I was singing.
T Swift?
No. I was actually singing from The Sound of Music. It wasn't that song, though. It was one that when I used to do vocal lessons, it was like a song that I hated that I had to do it because it sat. This is so boring to people that don't know like vocal things, so I apologize. But the song sat right at the time where my break was, so like
Yeah.
where your head voice and your chest voice meet, and I didn't know how to sing it there because it's really hard if you don't know how to blend your voices, and at the time I didn't know how to do that. So I just remember I'm like, man, that song was like freaking hard, and I had like a panic attack afterwards because she forced me to like sing it in front of people like at a showcase. She's like, you have to do it. I was like, I hate it. She's like, no, you gotta do it. I'm like, ah! So I did, and it was really bad. So I was like, I bet I could do it better now because like my voice is more mature. I know how to blend my voice now, and so I was just
Practicing.
I was
seeing if you
singing
can
in the
do it.
shower. I was literally showering. And I was like, this is having a moment, a concert with myself,
Well, the yurt does have like great acoustics. I thought you
In
were
the middle,
standing
for
in the
sure.
middle of the yurt and singing.
No.
But
I
so
was-
it
La, la, la.
no, if you heard Riley sing, but she doesn't sing very often. Well, in the car all the time. She never stops.
Emma always hears it.
So Riley has a
I
very
do.
operatic voice. My dad had it. It's just like this amazing,
You just got a very powerful voice.
very
Thanks.
powerful voice. So
Thank
she's in the
you.
yurt singing. I can't remember the song. There's the garbage
I
man.
have confidence. Do I? No.
We'll fake it till we make it.
That's the song.
I have confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At the end of the song, I think it's at the end, you have to hit this high note that is just incredible. It's like, I thought our farm was vibrating. It was amazing. And Jason comes out and he's like, is that our daughter? Wow. And she thought no one was listening. So we both are like standing on the top porch clapping. So proud. She doesn't even hear us. We're like, bravo. Or is it
Encore.
bravo? Encore. And she
Yes,
just
sir.
rolls her eyes at us.
Well, that's my secret talent. That will never be shared. Anyway.
Okay.
Natural instincts.
So this was a really nice end to my Mother's Day because I love it when Riley sings.
It was a good Mother's Day.
Yeah, you went to the creek.
I
with
went
your
on
mom.
a picnic. I took my mom on a picnic because everything is closed. And okay, so last year I totally tried to book something way too late. And I'm like, this year I'm going to call like a week ahead. That's not enough. Next year, I'm calling 2 weeks in advance. Hopefully that's enough. But everywhere was booked, even Saturday. because people that couldn't book Sunday for Mother's Day did Saturday instead. So, but then I was thinking, I was like, you know what? Picnic is way better.
Yeah, it looks so fun. You went
It
to
was
that covered
so
bridge.
pretty. Yeah, we went to a covered bridge, little park down in Scio, Oregon. It's like 30 minutes from where we live. And the drive was beautiful. My mom was like, can we listen to country music? I was like, absolutely. You're asking the right person. And yeah, we just had all the windows down, and we all brought like really yummy snacks and stuff. And I got my mom to like crawl out onto a log with me.
What?
She's like standing there, and I can tell she wants to come, but she's nervous. And I'm like, Mom, you can do it. She has this dress on too, and she's like, I don't know. So I'm like, take your shoes off. And so she's like crawling out onto like this log into the river. And I was like really surprised that she actually did that. But it was good because I felt like you always need those moments where you like feel like a kid again.
Mm-hmm.
I made lots of, you know, you like stack the rocks.
Oh, yeah.
things.
Cute.
Like I made a bunch of those.
Just
I
played in
had
the sand.
Yeah, my inner kid came out. I was like, I'm ready.
Cuteness.
So
cool.
it was perfect and beautiful.
Well, I hope everybody else had a lovely Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you enjoyed this and you have any friends who also enjoy listening to 3 female flower farmers talk about life and all of the updates and growing and how crazy florals can actually be sometimes, but how satisfying they can also be. That life isn't always dreamy either. Let me put that out. Yeah. Well, follow us, send this to them, and I hope you had a blue weekend with us.